Oh, I have it backwards.
Test 1, 2, 3.
Here, I'm gonna put my Smurf.
Sweet. My name is Wyatt Mellon.
My name is Jaden Turner.
My name is Kevin Sanchez.
My name is Eugene Keith Puck Jr.
My name is Connor White.
My name is Morgan Trammell.
My name is Ryder Rasmussen.
My name is Spencer McFall.
Full name is Dale Keith Hunsinger.
I am taking the Fundamentals of Fabrication class.
I'm taking Fundamentals of Fabrication.
I'm in the FOF Fundamentals of Fabrication class.
And I'm taking the... Might we retake that? Almost said DDM.
I took the Fundamentals of... I forgot the name.
My name is Ryder Rasmussen and I'm taking the Fundamentals of Fabrication class. I've been a fan of fabrication for a while, wanted to do it for my job since I was like 5. An old man, he's done it. He used to go to this school, and so I'm kind of just continuing what he did and coming down here. It's a passion we both share. Like I said, he came to this school, so I kind of just wanted to continue, kind of make a legacy out of it. Because even my younger brother, he's been thinking about coming here too. 5 years from now, but still. We go out to the desert and dirt bike all the time.
Pretty normal. I mean, I guess besides going to a lot of schools in my life, my dad was in the military, so moved around a lot. Nothing crazy though. I was in a normal high school, did home study, whatever, continuation. Continuation is actually where I met Vic. That was really cool. When I met Vic, it was kind of like, okay, I really want to look into this one at least. Vic's an amazing guy, dude.
Before joining the school, I didn't have any kind of like fabrication experience or even welding experience. Like my dad, he did it, and that kind of got me into like learning it. I learned more about like cars. I used to like work on my car for the most part. But other than that, like, I didn't have any experience.
Before joining the school, well, I was in the United States Navy, retired after 20 years. Then I went through MMI, Orlando, Motorcycle Mechanics Institute, for 3 years. Did Harley Davidson and all the metric models, Asian metric models, I should say. I didn't do European or anything like that. And then wanted to learn to do some welding and to do some fabrication. So did some research, found the school, and ended up here.
I've been a mechanic, I've done firefighting, I've always kind of been into cars. I just saw the program on Instagram and I was like, hey, that's what I want to do. Only school I've seen that does it, so I was like, I'm gonna head down there.
Before joining the school, I wanted to do some type of work because I was injured beforehand. So I was in a terrible accident. I wear a prosthetic now. So getting back into the workforce is definitely something I really wanted to do because I'm too stubborn and I love working. I can't just sit home and do nothing. That's not an option to me. Surprisingly enough, I was in the high desert and I was living up there before I moved down to Moreno Valley. And it was funny because I was heading right past the AutoZone on Main Street. And then I saw one of your guys' trailer pass by. And at that moment, I was working warehouse and everything, and I was in such a routine kind of thing. So it never popped in my mind like, hey, fabrication exists, welding exists, there's different type of jobs. That's how I found out. I just saw a trailer pass by.
Prior to coming to this school, I was U.S. Air Force C-17 Loadmaster. Then I briefly worked on trains for 2 years as a conductor for BNSF. Then the last 8 years, I've been a field superintendent for controlled climate construction, and they've since gone out of business, so now I have to refine myself. I didn't want to continue with construction or the path I was on, so I wanted to find a different route, and this is something I was very interested in. For the Composites course, the aerospace aspect of it, I've always been into high power rocketry, aviation side of things, obviously being a Loadmaster. I wanted to get back into the aviation side of the career fields, and Composites was something I'd always done since I was a child. I just wanted to get a certification tacked onto that. So now I have that going for me, and I can add that to a resume. So it's just another bullet point to add to my resume.
Shoot, dude. Off-road racer. Love doing all that type of stuff. Not the best in high school, you know? Struggle bust a little bit, do hands-on stuff. That's what I'm good at. So not much else to say. I've seen you guys at my races a couple times, so looked it up, checked it out.
Before the school, I've always had kind of a creative background. I went to art school, did a lot of graphics design and sculpture and stuff like that. And then after that, I went to school for barbering. Kept focusing kind of on like the creative, the sculpting, and it's funny how it all kind of ties in. Really ties into metal and fabrication and stuff. I actually found out from a family friend that my dad works with. His head welder that's been working for him for a long time, he actually came here and recommended me to come here.
During the course, do you feel like your skills have been developed?
My skills have definitely reached another level. Like, I think from just computer-wise to basically fully hands-on, especially working on cars and everything most of my life, that has took it to another level where if I could look at something, I could build it.
Oh, not one bit. Yeah, this didn't help me at all.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. If your welds aren't the prettiest, don't worry about that. It's all about how well they hold stuff together. That's the most important thing. I mean, you don't want to be all over the place, but at the same time, if you're not laying perfect dimes, it's okay, trust me, you'll do just fine.
I sucked so bad when I first got here. I was a little confident because I had like a little bit of like practice in it, but dude, so much better now. I feel like I'm somewhat like worth something now if I go somewhere, so you know, that's a good feeling. Not just me, everybody else. We were all feeling it hard first week. First week at TIG, Meg's like, you know, pull the trigger. But dude, TIG, heard some kids just throw stuff across the room in the little booth area. Just like, bro, everybody was feeling it.
I definitely feel like my skills have been developed. Before coming here, I'd only soldered before. And so I had absolutely no knowledge on how to weld, how to fabricate. From where I've come to where I'm at now is absolutely mind-blowing to me.
Yeah, way better than when I got here.
Yes, so I came into this thinking I knew how to weld. Honestly, I was just a stick welder, welding pipe bollards and stuff in LA for the construction industry. Now I can actually TIG weld, I can do aluminum, every aspect of gluing metal together I feel confident with. I have a certification to prove that now. Not just somebody coming off the street, hey, I can weld. I can actually back it up and be like, I have proof I can weld now. With metal forming, tube notching, that's something I'd never even thought about before, and turns out I'm pretty good at it now. So after the great leadership and stuff from Daniel and Dallas, I was able to really improve skills on that, do stuff I didn't know I could do.
Oh, easily. I came in and I didn't even know how to TIG weld at all. MIG welding I touched for maybe a couple hours. Came in, very rookie looking welds, of course. Within the first week, I looked like I've been welding for years. So definitely after coming to the program, I've improved a lot.
Yeah, I definitely think so. Yeah, like compare like my welding before I started, completely different. Like I think I could lay down a pretty good bead, and I got a job too.
Definitely. Before I came here, man, it was really just, you know, doing stuff in my driveway and stuff like that. I really only did, you know, like a battery, or actually I had to remove A, dude. Yes, I've learned something, I promise that. I didn't have much of an idea before I came here, and it was really nice to actually be able to get that experience somewhere else, you know. Especially here in California, you don't really get to experience that in your high school curriculums and stuff like that. The bead rolling. That was something that was cool to see, as you really don't need much of like experience to be able to use one of those. You know, you can kind of just, you could get a little shop hand one and use it in your backyard, do a little side business with that. It's very easy to use one of those, in my opinion.
What were the best times you had with your classmates and instructors?
Ooh, okay, so near the beginning of the year, I think right before Christmas break, after school we went out to Topgolf, and it was just a couple hours, me and the guys, out just hitting balls the whole time, just having a good time, laughing, joking. Managed to get our two instructors during their hour break to come and hang out with us. At first, I wasn't doing great, and then as soon as they showed up, it's like something clicked and they started driving balls the whole time. After that, a few of them started calling me Happy Gilmore in class. I hit it as hard as I could and almost hit the back gate twice.
Every day. I think our class was very special because it took a while, don't get me wrong, first day, you know, everyone's just getting in that comfortable kind of mood. And after a while, say like a month or two, everyone started getting to know each other and hang out with each other. And we just got that special kind of class where I don't think it could be replicated how it was. Everyone in that class, my friend, even the instructors, they both knew what they were doing. You know, Daniel, he gave you a first real hand experience how a boss could be, but Dallas was that perfect balance where, you know, everything was fun with the both of them together regardless.
Oh gosh, there's been a lot. First of all, I have the two, in my opinion, all the instructors are great here, okay? But I really feel like I hit the mother load with the two I've got. Daniel and Dallas are awesome. They are really fun. They're very knowledgeable. And one of the best parts is, like with Dallas, if you ever blow a hole, which aluminum, if you ever seen the video of the raccoon who's given a piece of cotton candy and you know, like to wash their food, and he takes it down to the stream and he goes to wash it and dissolves. You put any heat to aluminum and it just vanishes. Dallas would come by and say, oh, hey, that's no big deal. It's only metal. And that was his answer. It's only metal. Don't worry about it. Fill it in and keep going like nothing ever happened. And Daniel, really good about explaining stuff, and he's very good at breaking things down. I mean, the guy's really smart. He's got an engineering degree, and yet he's really good at putting it in layman's terms that anybody can understand. It never feels like it's over your head, I guess, is one, with the way the instructors teach, which is great.
Oh, dude, every day. Well, first month, you know, everybody's like kind of getting to know each other, but dude, these past couple months, we are all like so close now. So, dude, there's so many, I can't even think of one.
To be honest, I wake up and I'm excited every single day to come to class. I know it's different with each and every class and whatnot, but every day we're in there helping each other. Every day we're in there telling jokes and having a good time. We go and we hang out after school or during the weekends and stuff like that. I am extremely grateful for the teachers that I got assigned and classmates. Like, everybody's amazing.
Dang, there was a lot of good stuff. In between lessons, like we'd go over stuff, we'd build it. We'd actually be in the shop just grinding, manufacturing stuff. That's when people's true nature would come out. Like, you'd hear people yelling and cussing while they're making stuff and swearing up a storm, and that's when you really got to know everybody and became a lot more comfortable after we were in the shop working together on group projects, individual projects, once we figured each other out and really knew how we could communicate a lot more freely, and that became a really fun aspect.
It always kind of stays the same. There hasn't been any crazy thing that stood out, but it always seems pretty chill in there.
The class I'm in right now with Daniel and Dallas, like, it has been all fun. Like, literally, I haven't not enjoyed a day so far. Like, every time I go to school, I'm like, at first I'm like, oh, I don't want to get up. But then I'm here, I'm like, okay, let's go, let's get it going.
One of the funniest things was, and you got to ask Ryder about this, okay? When he comes in for his interview, we had a stinky gift Christmas party, and all the gifts had to be $4 or less. And basically, you know, yeah, and so you can imagine, nobody knew who was going to get what. Looked very nice. It was wrapped. And all of a sudden, Ryder started opening. You could see his eyes get huge. And we're like, what the heck is in that bag? And, you know, and all of a sudden, he's getting bigger, and then he starts gagging. And we're like, oh my God. So what he had done is he had taken a diaper, opened it up, and filled it with like baby food or rotten egg, or not rotten egg, but an egg, and let it sit for a day or two. And so it looked like baby mess in there. And he's literally gagging. I was laughing so hard.
Dude, diaper with looked like, I don't know if it was chocolate and like a cracked open egg in there. It looked so bad. That wasn't mine. Mine was some like splurge cleanup, like sucker thing.
And there was melted chocolate, which at first I thought it was actual in there, and an egg yolk in there to make like it look like and piss. It was disgusting. Of course, out of all people, I had to get it. I almost puked in the middle of class.
Like, it was awesome. It was a great day. Just seeing the craziness, and that was a really good day.
Mine wasn't very stinky. Mine was more boring, but dude, there was some rank ass stuff in there. Like, I don't remember what, I got like a stupid little like $3 magic set. I don't know what it was, dude.
I got a middle finger, dude.
Definitely shout out to my teachers, Daniel and Dallas, Ian and Angel, and, you know, all of the teachers. They're great because you can go up and you can talk to them, and your teachers aren't going to be upset that you're talking to another teacher because John knows more about roll cages than somebody else, you know. So I think it's really cool. I love all the teachers here. I've had a great experience with every single one of them.
Thanks to Dallas and Daniel. I do want to thank him for teaching me a lot.
I'd say to my two instructors, Daniel and Dallas, he also pushes us a lot, shows us we can do better. Also nice to talking to Dallas though and getting help from him, because if you're having a rough day or you're just not feeling it and you need someone a little bit more encouragement, he's always going to be there to help you out. Those two are the best instructors that we have here, in my opinion, because of that balance.
Thank you to Daniel. I really appreciate you did a lot to help me improve. You answered all my questions, and I really appreciate that. And of course, Dallas, you came in every day with a positive attitude. You made it fun. You made it to the point that it never felt like, oh my gosh, you know, this is just completely tanking. Whatever we're working on, you could come by, put a positive spin on it, help us get back on track, and you know, everything came out fine.
Shout out Dallas. Dallas is a G, always helpful when you ask for help.
Shout out to Daniel in Dallas, and like shout out you too, like Rob, freaking always letting me get the GoPro, getting freaking documented and everything. But with Dallas was like, what I was saying earlier, Daniel was like the father that like doesn't like, it's very hard on you, barely loves you, right? But then Dallas is the mom that will always love you, like okay, whatever you on, she's like, he's always gonna be there to help you out.
I have to really say thanks to Daniel, because he might be a hard head and he might be tough in class, but I guarantee you I'm never gonna forget what he taught me. Dallas, on the other hand, he was really open-minded on how a shop actually works like, and gave us different advice, like, hey, you could do this, you could do that. Yeah, you could up during a project, but that doesn't mean you can't fix it.
Oh, dude, thanks Daniel and Dallas. Honestly, like they helped me improve so much. Everybody in the class, we all had good spirits throughout the whole thing. Fab School, Rob, dude, killed it the whole time. That's it. I mean, like, yeah, good ass time here. Love it. Awesome.
You're good to go.
Sweet, dude. Thank you.
Good stuff, okay.